Empathy. Why do I need it? What is this about? I'm in the cut and thrust of running a business. I've got people working for me. I just need them to do their job. I just need them to get it done. Why can't they do it? What's with all these attitudes? I've got big, hairy, audacious goals that need to be achieved. And if only they would do what I tell them, the world would be a better place. Sound familiar? So why do I need empathy? Surely the workplace isn't a place for all touchy-feely, psychobabble, bleeding hearts, is it? Actually, empathy is essential in business. Believe it or not, it's a skill. And it's one that you can work on. Let that sink in for 5 seconds. When I was younger and I started as a manager, I was terrible at empathy. I would burn people out, I would get them to do things for me that they didn't want to do, and they didn't like working for me. And eventually, people left. They would have a few choice words for how I used to treat them back in those days, until I learnt the skill of empathy. Empathy is one of the 15 indicators of emotional intelligence. If you're a manager, a leader, or a client-facing person in a business or an organisation, it is essential that you have the skill of empathy. What do you believe empathy is? Maybe it's not what you think it is. Maybe it's not actually sitting around and singing Kumbaya with your workmates and your clients and hugging it out with everyone. So what is empathy? According to the book, The EQ Wedge, written by Stephen Stein and Howard Book, the definition of empathy is the ability to be aware of, understand and appreciate the feelings and thoughts of others. Empathy is tuning in, being sensitive to what, how and why people feel and think the way they do. Being empathetic means being able to emotionally read people. The book also goes on to say, empathy has nothing to do with being nice to others. Empathy is simply a skill that allows you to see and experience the world from another person's perspective. If you have goals in a business or in an organisation and you have to work with people, that means you have to motivate them. And in order to motivate them, you have to know what motivates them. You also have to know how they're driven, whether they're extrinsically driven, whether they're intrinsically driven, whether they're altruistic. You're not going to know that unless you have the skill of empathy. The biggest reason people leave companies is because of their managers. So they don't feel supported and they don't feel motivated. And that comes down to you being able to walk a mile in their shoes and understand what they're going through. If you understand what they're going through and who they are and what motivates them, then you can cater how you motivate them and how you support them going forward.